Everyone seems to have an opinion about when you should start decorating for the holidays, but those decorations that were gathering dust for months could actually cause you and your family harm. Our next guest, Dan Derbes from AdvantaClean, has some tips for you, whether your tree's already up and lit or if it's still in the box. Dan, happy holidays to you. Good to see you.
Happy holidays. Good to see you.
So when I first heard about this segment, I was like, okay, Dan, I've been putting up decorations for years now. Now, is this a new problem or is this just something that maybe we didn't necessarily think about before?
It's something we didn't think about before. It's actually, it's been in existence for a long time. And you have to be careful when you bring in those new trees, new freshly cut Christmas trees into your home. You have to be careful that they're not coming in with some other things that you don't want, like mold and pollen and other sappy things that you have to worry about that get on your skin. So be careful.
Yeah, so you call it Christmas tree syndrome, and it's different depending, of course, whether you do a live tree or a fake tree. So let's talk about the live tree first. You kind of alluded to it there. Be careful of what you're bringing into your home. So what do people need to do to safely bring in a live tree to their house?
Well, before you bring it in, let's wash it. Let's hose it down outside and let it dry out, of course, before you bring it in. And that'll take off most of the outdoor dust and pollen and things that you don't want into your home.
Okay, so talk about an artificial tree. Now, this one kind of makes a little bit more sense to me because it's been packed away for, 11 months and it's probably accumulated some stuff on it. So what do we need to think about before we put up our artificial tree?
Sure. If the artificial tree is not wrapped correctly over the 11 months that you don't use it, it's going to gather dust and dust mites and things that you don't want in your home. You usually, when you take something down from the attic, you clean it off before you bring it home. Well, let's do that with the artificial Christmas tree too. So yeah, I've had that here. In fact, we went into the attic last night and picked up our little artificial Christmas tree, and fortunately took care of it last night. And blew off all of those dust and dust mites, and now we're ready to decorate.
I'm assuming that would kind of be the same thing with your decorations, right? Be it your ornaments, anything that's been stored away, you probably need to dust it off.
Sure. Here's a little Rudolph here. Fun little thing, right? It's a nice little decoration, but he's got a lot of pores and a lot of things on him that could capture a lot of dust, and so it's good to clean them off before he comes into the house.
Okay, I want to talk a little bit about the scented sprays because, for people that put up artificial trees, they might use a little pine scent air freshener to make it seem like a live tree is in their home. You say not necessarily a good idea?
Not necessarily a good idea. All those great little things that we do for ambience, just they add artificial things to our environment, things that could be toxic for people that are sensitive to it, like a scented candle. Scented candles are great for ambience, but they bring in extra things that don't need to be in your home. And if you've got asthma or severe allergies, that could actually activate those allergies.
I love my scented candles, Dan. This just breaks my heart. I also love poinsettias. Like the more, the better, right? But you also need to think about those. You're saying punt the poinsettias.
Punt the poinsettias. Poinsettias are from the rubber tree family. And so if you're allergic to the rubber products such as latex, then you might have to forego those. They're also not healthy if the pets get into them too. It could cause some indigestion there for the pets. So Be careful. They're beautiful, but just be careful.
You're taking all my holiday. You're deflating my holiday spirit, Dan. Before I go in 10 seconds, can I just put a really good air filter in my house?
That helps, sure, yeah. But there's some precautions you can do so that you can still enjoy your decorations. Just clean it before it comes in. Just be mindful and enjoy the holidays. Decorate and enjoy the holidays.
All right. My hope is alive once again. Thanks, Dan. It's great to see you. Hope you have a great Christmas. And if you want to find out more about AdvantaClean, there's his information on site. Good tips, though, to keep in mind.